So joining me now is good friend of the show and good friend of Rebel News, Rick Egersich of the National Firearms Association. Rick, thanks for coming on the show. So the Liberals have just announced the details, but not really, of their gun buyback program, which is, as we were saying off air, a complete misnomer because they were never the Liberals' guns to buy back, but here we are. So tell us what's going on there. What did the Liberals just announce? Put it in layman's terms, because I'm not actually sure the Liberals know what they just announced.
Oh, thanks for having me on your show again, Sheila. And I'm sure the Liberals, they're it's classic Liberal talk. But basically, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened over the last few days. Starting on April 26th, Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino made a statement that he's partnering with the CSAAA, which is the Canadian Sporting Arms and Ammunition Manufacturers Association. And basically, it has come to light that he has signed a contract with them for $707,000. I think that was the latest. I think that's the factual number. There's been some numbers thrown around 700,000, but I believe the actual number is $707,000 for this buyback program in relation to the dealers. Now, the CSAAA is the Canadian industry group that represents a few gun shops across Canada, definitely not all of them. And they made this deal unbeknownst to us, and from what I've heard, even some of their board members, with the government they've been in talks for a year and a half about what they're going to do and how they're going to do this. I received a phone call about 12 hours before this happened from the president of the CSAAA stating that there's going to be a big announcement the next day involving the government and the CSAAA. So I really didn't get into the details of it, and he really didn't want to. So I waited till the next morning, and Minister Mendicino made the announcement that they are partnering with them. And by doing that, a gun organization is basically on the side of the Liberals with these firearm seizures. And what they're going to do is, the way I understand it, is the CSAAA is going to go and contact every gun shop in Canada to see what sort of inventory they have in firearms and parts for those firearms. And they're going to provide that list to the government for the government to use on this so-called buyback program, which I believe is probably, if there's going to be any buyback at all, it's going to be cents on the dollar. Plus, it's basically what it's all doing is identifying all these firearms and parts that are in the hands of the dealers, which really brings into play a bunch of different issues. The first issue is that there's a federal court case going on that we were a part of. We financed the Cassie Premack federal court case against the government, and along with we were grouped in with a bunch of other groups, and some of these other people that were involved in this court action are actually firearm shops owners. So this kind of nullifies their court case, in my opinion, when the government is finding out what they have and offering money for them. And meanwhile, there's an active court case, which is now in the judge's hands in deliberation. I believe is nullifying some of these cases. And then secondly, I believe that by these people cooperating with the Liberals, this is just going to fast track the actual gun seizures. As far as I know, the government has nothing in place as far as the gun seizures go. There's no announcement of money. There's no plan on how they're going to do this. But in my opinion, this really fast tracks the Liberals' seizure plans, because now they're claiming that the gun industry and the firearms owners are cooperating with them, which is a falsehood. This organization is cooperating, but I can assure you, firearms owners across Canada are not cooperating with the Liberals on this deal. So at the end of the day, Canada's National Firearms Association has cut all ties with the CSSA. we will be more than happy to reunite and rejoin them if they go back on this deal and cancel the contract and cancel the $707,000 with the government. We would be more than happy to work with them, and so we can all follow the same direction as far as these firearms seizures go.
Oh, hey, what you just saw there is a clip from my weekly full-length show, The Gun Show. It airs on Wednesday, but this is the internet. You can watch it whenever you feel like. You just have to become a subscriber to our paywalled premium content. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com to become a member today.